Hey guys, Novus here, and welcome back to From the Depths. So, basically, I've been doing a lot of construction and so forth in the background, and so far I haven't really been recording that and editing it and putting it out and so forth, just because I wasn't quite sure how to go about it yet. But lately I have been having to do a lot of work on different sorts of vehicles. As you can see, the list has gotten a bit more full, as some of them have been some pretty involved builds. I've had to do a lot of changing on them and so forth, and yeah, it's taken a lot of time. So because of that, I haven't been able to get back into the campaign enough, and it's kind of sort of put a hold on the From the Depths content, so I thought might just start working on it and trying to get some episodes of some construction out, and yeah, have that running on the side, and that way there can still actually be, content coming out when we do have to sort of put a pause on the campaign here and there sometimes when it turns out there's things that are still needed. So one thing that needed work was this fighter here that I've been working on. Also, you may notice there's no more tapping in the background. I don't know if anyone really noticed it. I did try my best to cover it up as much as I could, and yeah, finally got a replacement fan for one of the heat sinks. One of the fans on my heatsink. For my liquid cooling kit, as that thing was tapping like crazy. The bearing was basically screwed. So yeah. So what I was looking at doing on this is trying to squeeze in a couple of more auto loaders, maybe. I'm not 100%. There's a couple of ways I could come at this. I could try and basically double the number of autoloaders on it and try and up its firing speed and actually have it really spraying shots out. Or I could just basically have the same number of autoloaders on it and extend the ammo clips back. So we have 2 ammo clips and then an ammo intake for most of it. That would be a bit difficult here, but I mean, for the rest of it, the corners can still have autoloaders put in. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure as to what would be most effective, to be honest. It could kind of use more recoil absorption. I have noticed that. When it is flying, we start spraying the machine gun. Hang on. Get into the right position. Oh, that's doing fine. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the recoil absorption is gone. So it does run out. But that's fine. At the same time, as it stands, it kind of struggles to keep firing at a constant rate, so it does need more autoloaders. So yeah. Thought I'd give it a bit of work quickly. Let's test this out. So it's still also got a bit of an issue with... Hang on, let me get rid of resources real quick. Yeah, still does seem to have some issues with, I guess, how drag is affecting it. I noticed this with my other design as well. I guess they're just not aerodynamic enough with the wings on the sides, but because they're perfectly symmetrical, I was hoping, you know, we'd be able to get away with it. Unfortunately, it seems like it occasionally pulls off to one of the two sides. And as such, yeah, it kind of ends up beginning to drift, and you're in one direction or another. I mean, we can yaw, so thankfully we can fight it in this one, but in our other fighter, not so much. It's quicker, but it can't correct that, and it tends to be a bit of a problem, because it means you've got to roll. Even for just tiny drifting like that, you've got to roll to be able to suddenly pitch up or down and correct for it, and that's, yeah, it's a bit how's it going. Alright, so let's try this gun. Okay, that seems more steady. It still seems to get a bit how's it going. I don't think it's due to cooldown, but let's try something real quick. Let's take the overclocking up to 4. Let's just see. Jesus. Oh god, the recoil absorber can't take it. But it fires more steady. I'm like currently fighting it with the controls, but there we go, it's settled down. Alright, so that's a bit much. But yeah, alright. So if that's the case, then we could probably just go with ammo racks instead. This doesn't look like we actually need to worry about the loaders. See, with no overclocking, our firing speed does go down from memory. Actually, no, we've got the same cooldown according to these stats. It's just having problems loading the shells quickly enough, which is because we wouldn't have all of our loaders loaded at the moment. Yeah, it's the only problem with the belt-fed loaders. Mucking around with them and testing them is a bit of a pain because you gotta wait for them to load up. But it doesn't look like we might not even need the overclocking on it. Now, could have sworn we did, as I was mucking around with it before. Ended up putting the overclocking on it because of that. But fair enough. Another thing we could do is just put more recoil absorption on it. So we've still got a corner here and a corner here. We haven't put anything there. Alright. I think that might be the way to go. What we'll do is we'll rip these out. Alright. So before, I believe we had 3 autoloaders on each side. So if we had 12 autoloaders, we've now got, okay, so we got 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so we got 12 on the sides, but we've actually gone up to 14. We've gained 2 because we've got the 2 underneath as well. Now we've lost the 1 on the top, but yeah, we're still ahead, which is good. Okay, so recoil absorber. You are a 6 meter, you can go up to an 8 meter. Sweet. Put it right up near the end. Why not? Then, what we can do is something cool here, hopefully. Yep, okay. So, while we technically do have 1 meters, we could put those all the way around. Seems like a waste of space when we could do this. Gonna have to remove the mirroring. Okay. I think, oh, no, we're still not free. There we go. Okay. Up like that. At this side, we're gonna have to do a 1 meter because, yeah, it's not gonna have enough space, and I'm not getting rid of that yet. Alright, put that one that way, and then just a 1 meter here. That way. There we go. Alright. So those are all connected up, and now we've got 96,250 recoil absorption, which is a lot more. Got more than double, I believe. Okay, so now we just need those to load up. Remove that. Now, other issues I was having. It does really have some issues with detecting munitions, even though it's got detection all around it. But oh well. It's fine. I mean, we've got it on the top, we've got it on the bottom, we've got it on the back, we've got it on the sides, and we've got it on the front. Like, we literally have detection all around the vehicle. But she still kind of struggles to tell when there's a incoming missile. Speed is a big problem still. That one I don't know how I'm going to solve. Because as it stands, we have crammed a lot of thrust onto it. And it just, yeah. Because that is going to be difficult, trying to get more speed out of this thing. Like, I was kind of thinking this would basically be overkill. I was expecting to hopefully be able to get like 100 meters per second with that many large thrusters, like 3 large thrusters. Plus we've got, what, 6, 7, so that's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 small thrusters on the back. Like, it should be a hell of a lot of thrust, but I don't know. I had considered before, when I was first building it, actually setting it up to have one custom made thruster on the back, and that was basically how it was going to run, but oh well. Alright, so with double the size of the racks, it's going to take a little bit longer for it to load. So, I might even skip ahead to where the guns are ready to fire. Guns look like they're loaded. Should be able to test this out. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So recoil is not having an issue. There seems to be a bit of a cooldown issue on the barrels themselves. I do feel like they need to be cooling down quicker. But that's not bad. I don't know what. We're having absolutely zero issues with recoil now though, so that's good. So that should function. And yeah. That's it for now. Let's save that up. And that can be used as our fighter in the campaign. Now, still going to be having some issues in dogfights with really nasty stuff, but yeah, looking at making a bit more of an upscale version for other fights, and yeah, working on a few different things. So that's it for now. Yep, probably be working on another design in the next episode, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and have a good one, guys.